In 1189, King Richard came to the throne and very soon left it on the Third Crusade. His wicked brother, Prince John, ruled in his absence. Prince John was a wicked, merciless man who took from the poor to make himself money. The poor peasants of Nottingham had a friend and a young man named Robin Hood. His identity was unknown until one of his stewards, Werman, told Prince John that Robert, Earl of Huntingdon, was no other than Robin Hood. Prince John then orders Sir Guy of Gisborne to arrest Robin Hood and seize holdings at Locksley Hall. On this day, we join Robert, Earl of Huntingdon, and Maid Marian at their wedding, which may not be the joyous occasion the two lovers have hoped for.
Dearly beloved, we gather here this day to celebrate the love of Earl Robert Fitzooth and Maid Marian. Through the years they have been together, we have seen their love grow, and today they come together as husband and wife.
Stop everything! There will be no wedding today. I have in my hand a royal edict declaring this man an outlaw. In the name of Prince John, Regent of England, Robert Fitzooth, known as Robert, Earl of Huntingdon, be known as Robin Hood, for as much as he has aided the king's enemies, broken the king's laws, and is a traitor to the king and thus set aside him in authority. In the name of his person prescribed and banished, his lands and goods forfeit. In the name of Richard our King and of the Regent, Prince John.
Stay calm, my dear guests. Let not your minds be troubled. I will deal with this interruption. Why then, here and now, Robert, Earl of Huntingdon, ceases to be. Both you and the sheriff call me Robin Hood. But not only you, but all those like you, and Prince John himself, shall go in terror as long as Robin Hood reigns in Sherwood Forest, and wherever else wrongs needed to be righted, until King Richard comes home from the Crusades and puts justice once more in this fair land of England. Marian, did you give your love to the Earl of Huntingdon or to plain Robin?
I gave my love neither to his earl or to his earldom, but to the man whom I love, and wife alone I shall be.
Sir Robert Fitzooth, Earl of Huntingdon, became Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest. Many joined his band of outlaws. When Robin was settled in his new home in Sherwood, he began looking for an adventure. One of these wanderings abroad resulted in him finding one of his most trusted and loyal followers, who became his best friend.
Hi-ho, hither walks man, methinks. Yea, yonder bridge is too narrow for the twain of us to cross. Lest he get there first, I will put wind in my step and claim the bridge my own.
Alack-a-day, I see your tricks. Out of my way, little boy, unless you want a donkey in the stream.
Fie upon it, you are tall in truth, but you are no match for my speed and cat-like reflexes. You get back off this bridge until I have crossed, or I assure you, you will be the one getting dunked.
By the root, I'll break your face first,
And then throw you into the water afterward. You talk like a plain donkey. If I were to bend back my bow, I could send an arrow through your proud heart, long before you could reach me with your staff.
I talk like a donkey, you talk like a coward. You stand there well armed with a good bow, while I have only a staff, and am well out of your reach.
I swear in the name of a coward, I will lay aside my weapon and challenge you with a quarterstaff like your own. Stay here while I go to the thicket and cut one.
Here I stand, 1 foot on the bridge, until you are ready for your cold bath in the stream.
Lo, what a strong staff I have, just the thing for knocking insolent rogues into the water. Let us fight on the bridge, so that if one of us gets wet, the victor may be clear and may go on his way without getting wet.
By all means, I'd rather not hurt you, but I will. Good fellow, where are you?
Down here, just putting my shoulder into the socket. I must confess, you're a fine fellow and a good fighter. But peace take its turn and govern artist's course. The bridge is yours, and seldom will I invite your wrath upon my flesh again. Where were you going?
To tell you the truth, I was in search of a man they call Robin Hood.
fine staff.
Say goodnight, tall fellow. No man enters Robin Hood and lives to tell about it.
Robin Hood? Come now, my friend, be not afraid of my merrymen. These men protect me and do my bidding. You too can join them if you shake my hand and pledge loyalty to Robin Hood. Why, here is my hand, and my heart goes with it, honest Robin. My name is John Little, and I promise to serve you faithfully.
Why then listen then. This little baby came to us as John Little, but seeing that he is so small, so puny a babe, we'll turn his name around and call him Little John, now and forever. Long live Little John!
Long live Little John!
Next to join Robin's faithful group in the greenwood was Friar Tuck. Before meeting Robin, Friar Tuck was living in a hermit cell by a river. He ferried people across the river in his boat for a small fee. Robin Hood had just come upon Friar Tuck sitting by the river.
Now then, my fine fellow, come and carry me over the river.
All in good time, my son, all in good time. He could have swum the river if he weren't so lazy, and the wedding would have done him good. But I am a righteous man who has vowed to serve others. Now then, let me see how much money you have.
Surely, good friar, you not wrong me.
No, I only ask for money for the poor.
No man should foresee the poor unless he wants to.
But my job as a priest is to encourage you to give to the poor, and I'll do this however I have to.
Okay, then come serve me. For that, you shall carry me across the river once more, on your back, and don't expect to get any money for it. If you even ask, all you get is a broken head.
A fair bargain.
What say you call a truce? I've never met a holy man who is as skilled a quarterstaff as you are. Let us make peace and rest a while in your home, where you surely will be able to feed the poor wonders of the sea.
Here we are in my simple dwelling. I'm sorry to say I have very little food here, just a small bowl of peas and some water. You are welcome to both. Generally I have peas and then water, but sometimes I put the peas in the water.
It seems, holy brother, that a few peas and a jug of water have fattened you up quite well. Surely it is a miracle that a man who lives on a handful of peas is so round and so strong a fighter as you are. Perhaps you can find something a little richer to feast upon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I do have a penny. I wonder if a whole penny might change it.
A nod is as good as a wink to a blind horse. You have judged right well. Food I have aplenty for the visitor willing to add shine to the table. If your penny bites silver, your plate will be shoveled high. Tell me, decent forester, what is your name?
Tell me yours first.
I am only a simple priest, and my name is Friar Tuck.
I go by several names, but you may call me Robin Hood.
The Robin Hood? The fastest bowstring south of the Humber?
The very same.
Indeed. I heard you live well in the forest. You need a priest there, and I am the priest you need.
So Friar Tuck joined Robin Hood in Sherwood Forest and was one of the merriest men present there. It is even said that his contagious happiness sparked an outbreak of merriment among the village south of Sherwood Forest.
Meanwhile, as Robin's group of merriment people continued to grow, Marian was determined to join them in Sherwood. So long as she remained living in her father's castle, she was under his power, which meant he could decide whom she would marry. Sir Gal was aware of this and wanted Marian for his own, so he decided to visit the castle and influence her father through flattery.
What Marian needs is a husband. Yes, a husband would be the perfect thing for her and her silly ideas of joining Robin Hood in Sherwood Forest. And I could be just that husband.
I will have no man of your choosing, father, unless he is my choice also. And my choice is and will always be brave Robin Hood.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving. Don't leave the torch lit for me. I'll be in Sherwood.
You will do no such thing.
Watch me.
I will up the drawbridge, raise the bridge.
I shall run away. Then I will swim in the mill. Mabel, bring me my swimsuit. Yes, ma'am.
And I will the tower where you will only see light through the keyhole. Sean, throw some fresh hay in the tower dungeon. Marion just made reservations for one.
Yes, sir. Then I will find some other way of escape. Father, if you let me go freely, I will turn back to you. But if you don't, I will never come back.
I can see you won't be swerved from your aim. You are quite a puzzle to me, dear daughter, but my blessing is upon you.
So Marian left her father's castle to live in the forest with Robin Hood. Yet Sir Guy did not desist from his plans to marry her. Hearing that Prince John was in Nottingham, Robin Hood decided to dress as a forest ranger and walk near the edge of Sherwood, hoping to meet some traveler and learn of Prince John's intentions. As he strode alongside the road, he met a young man dressed in forest attire who wore a sword at his side.
How now, good fellow? What news is there today in the good city of Nottingham?
I go about my own business, but the news is that Prince John has come to put down outlaws in the forest.
About time, too. And what do you, my fine fellow, with that sword?
I mind my own business. I would that other wanderers in Sherwood did likewise.
Well, my business is with the like such as you, so tell me your name or else my sword will coerce it from you.
Two can play at that game.
Hold your hand, good fellow. You fight too well to be wasted like this. Come, throw in your lot with Robin Hood and be one of his merrymen.
Are you Robin Hood?
Robin Hood I am and no other.
Oh, Robin, do you not know me?
Marian, and I wounded you, yet knew you not. Come away with me to my secret glen, and let my merrymen welcome their queen, Maid Marian of Sherwood Forest.
So Marian moved to Sherwood Forest. Sir Guy was jealous and wanted to capture Robin Hood. By doing so, he would win favor with Prince John and eliminate his rival for Marian's hand. But it would be some time before Prince John would show his face again. However, we meet a new villain, the shape-shifting witch Mother Maudlin, who disguises herself as Maid Marian.
Oh, fair Marian, how are you?
I am blessed beyond measure in your presence.
Your happiness is my fulfillment. But tell me, how have you passed this glorious day?
Never is a hunting trip in such success as this day. One shot brought him down, a long shot, and my arrow landed in his heart.
Tonight's feast will be memorable thanks to your archery skills.
I would think so, but Robin, a shadow fell upon us as we were hunting. A raven sat in the tree above our heads and croaked sadly. The shepherd Carolyn swore that it was no ordinary bird, but Mother Maudlin, the witch of Paperwick, who is said to be a shapeshifter. Carolyn later saw Maudlin and says that she's cursed him, promising terrible things to anyone who eats a deer at Robin Hood's feast.
Is it Papawick or Paperwick?
I say Paperwick.
Little John says it was Papawick.
How does the witch say it?
I've never talked to her.
So Marian went to wash her hands in the stream. When she came back, she looked rather strange, staring at everyone with a furrowed brow and vacant eyes, and everything she said was followed by a wicked cackle.
Marian, you don't look so well. What happened to you down by that creek?
I feel fine. I feel like 10 pennies, and I think you should watch your tone with me. Hee.
All right, let's call our friends to the feast.
Friends, they shall not feast on this deer. It is too good for such rough country people. A starved sheep's carcass would be good enough for them. Scarlet, take the deer to Mother Maudlin. She is such a wise woman.
Marian, what are you saying?
I shot the deer, and I'll do whoever I want. Hee. Robin, you're being irksome, and I'm tired of your presence. I think we should go take some space so I can go make my curses and I can go make my potions and think of new curses.
So you can go do what?
I mean, to go have my devotions and read new verses.
Marian is acting crazy. I think I better go speak to her.
Hello, my love. Forgive me for staying away from you for so long.
And now you dare to call me your love after you called our friends not fit to eat the deer that you shot and you gave the deer meat to Mother Maudlin?
What are you talking about? I didn't know such thing. Either you were joking or you were deceived.
Could it be? Maybe. No, it couldn't.
What is it?
Marian. Sent me a deer, Marian did. A whole deer for poor old Maudlin. The fattest deer that I ever saw. Oh, such happiness for a poor old woman. I shall go crazy with joy.
Surely, good
whether there is some mistake. If I did indeed give such an order, some madness must have come upon me.
Do you dare take back the gift you have given me?
No, Maudlin, I didn't give you the deer. It belongs to our friends, the shepherds and the shepherdesses.
You and your feast are cursed. Cursed, I say, cursed. The spit stands still and no joints turn before the fire, but let it burn. Both sides and haunches till the whole converted be into one coal. The stinking dropsy enter in your filthy cook and swell his skin. The pain we call the gout begin to prick and itch from toe to shin and cramp your cook in every limb before you dine all this on him.
There's a mess! Reynold, the cook has gone sick all of a sudden. He's filled with aches and pains. He cannot stand, cannot move, and worst of all, he cannot cook! She is indeed a witch. Marion, sweet Marion, forgive me for doubting you. And you, good friar, go back and cook our dinner. It'll be a pity to spoil it. By the mass, that would be the greatest pity of all. Let us hurry to save our dinner. And I'm off to go get that witch. Come on, then.
So Robin Hood and his merrymen went to Maudlin's hovel, but it was not Maudlin who met them at the door.
Marion, you run faster than I do, and yet
Leave Maudlin in peace, Robin. They say she is a witch, but that is false. It is only that she is far wiser than other women. I beg you, if you love me, do not chase her any further, for she is my dear friend.
come close so I can get a good look at you. And what's this belt around your waist? I've never seen it before. And where'd you get it? So you made yourself look like Marion by wearing this turned belt? It all comes clear to me now, Mother Maudlin. There's no place for you in Sherwood or in Papelwick. And if you have 5 minutes to leave, and if you ever cross my path again, I will shoot you.
So Mother Maudlin was banished from Sherwood Forest forever, and the shepherds and the merrymen all had a grand feast, prepared and greatly enjoyed by Friar Tuck.
We now return to the legend surrounding Sir Guy's pursuit of Maid Marian. Guy and his soldiers surprised Marian one night and attacked them without mercy. After fighting with Sir Guy, Marian outmaneuvered Guy and pinned him to the floor with her sword at his neck.
Surrender and command your men to drop their weapons, or I will slay you here and now.
Mercy, good sir. Put down your swords, men. We are beaten.
Guy of Gisborne, I have you at my mercy.
Marion, I have always been at your mercy. For it is my love for you that has made me try so hard and so often to take you from Robin Hood.
Sir Guy, you have threatened the life of my Lord Robin Hood many times, and that is also a threat to my life as well, because I could not go on living without Robin. You know I would rather die than that.
Let me strike off his head, for we have been troubled by this false knight all too long. If he lives, our friends will continue to be in danger.
Not so. Sir Guy, you will swear by your knighthood not to seek vengeance on these good friends of ours who have helped us, and not to pursue me or Robin Hood ever again. If you agree to these terms, you shall live.
And if you break this oath, I will have no more mercy on you.
I swear to abide by these terms by the honor of knighthood and my hope for salvation.
To Marian making Sir Guy promise to stop his efforts to kill Robin Hood seemed like the best plan. The only thing she had not planned on was Sir Guy breaking his promise, and that is precisely what happened. Sir Guy dressed as a forester and walked through Sherwood he wanted to sneak up on the sheriff and get very close to him and kill him by surprise.
Good morrow, good fellow, though I don't recognize you as a local forester. But I can tell from your fine bow that you are an archer, and a good one, too.
Yes, that's right. An archer. I am an archer from Pendle Forest, but a stranger in this glade. I was questing for a man named Robin Hood, who I would like to join his band of merry people.
Come with me, and I can easily guide you to Robin Hood.
Robin, your life is now over.
Sir Guy, you are a coward and a traitor. Will you not meet me man to man, sword to sword? For there is no shame in that. For you are as nobly born as I am, and you know to shoot an unarmed man is cowardly and shameful.
When Robert of Locksley became Robin Hood, he became an outlaw, and honor does not matter with outlaws. In a minute I will win my horn, and the sheriff will know that Robin Hood is dead. By then, half of your followers will be dead or imprisoned as well. If you come with me willingly, I promise you a gallows in Nottingham.
Why then, I choose one in Sherwood, if you can plant an arrow in my heart. This is indeed the last round, though the combat is even. May God defend the right. There lies the false, dishonest man, but in his death he made it good.
While Robin Hood is busy with Sir Guy, the sheriff of Nottingham has captured Little John. Now he is waiting for the sound of Sir Guy's horn announcing the end of Robin Hood. So Robin Hood dressed in Sir Guy's clothes and pretended that he was Sir Guy. By doing this, he was able to sneak up on the sheriff and get very close to him.
Did you hear that? That's Sir Guy's horn. That means he has killed Robin Hood. That's the best news I've heard all day. Ah, Sir Guy, the man of the hour, you deserve a reward. I will give you what you ask.
For I want no reward, for I have always hated this man whose head I bring you here. His death is reward enough, but let me have the honor of killing Little John as I have done to his master.
A crazy choice to make when you could have had gold as your reward. But I will give you what you ask. There lies Little John. He is yours to kill.
It is I, Robin Hood. If we are to die here, we at least go down without fighting. We will never surrender to the sheriff willingly.
Robin Hood? Or is it the devil? Kill him!
Robin Hood and Little John fight bravely, but are overwhelmed by having to fight so many of the sheriff's men. Suddenly, a knight wearing black armor enters the battle from nowhere, swinging an axe.
What? So many men against only two? Back, you fool!
And the Black Knight thundered after the sheriff and all of his men as they ran for their lives. And who was this Black Knight?
So Prince John continued to send followers after Robin Hood to kill him, even after the death of Sir Guy. Finally, he took matters into his own hands, and he went to Sherwood to capture Marion, when he knew that Robin Hood was not there.
So here's the tiger's dinner then. At last, Marion, after all these years we meet again, and not to part so quickly as last time. Come, you cannot escape. Robin Hood will not save you. I made sure he was busy before I came for you.
Back you abbeys, prince or no prince. This sword's between us, and I can use it as well as any man to defend myself into a robin hood.
Quickly, catch her! Curse you for your slowness. Now we have her. Come quickly, my pretty, or we'll have that dog Robin Hood barking at our heels.
At this point, an arrow flies through the air, hitting Prince John between the thumb and the forefinger, cutting him to the bone. Had Robin Hood not just run nearly half a mile, the arrow would have completely destroyed John's hand, and he would have trouble signing the Magna Carta.
Prince John, you must be tired of fighting with women. Turn and fight with me instead.
So Prince John is defeated by the merrymen and taken to a cave just as a religious pilgrim arrives. Does this pilgrim look familiar? Does he favor the Black Knight?
You live well, friend Robin Hood, on the king's deer.
We do kill the king's deer for our meal, but I do not believe that we break a law that is fair. They call me the poor man's friend, for I take from the rich to give to the poor. But I have never taken from someone who is honest or worthy. Come now, we may be thieves, but we are thieves of honor. You do not dishonor yourself by having a meal, unless you shrink from eating the king's ear.
Shrink, why I feel as if it were my own. I am as hungry as I've walked all
Jerusalem.
Come then, let us drink to King Richard in his speedy return.
You drink to the king's return even though you were outlaws?
We owe it to the king, for after all, our meal is borrowed from him. And we have never forgotten that while we live merrily in Sherwood, we owe allegiance to our king. We will always raise a toast to him. Outlaws, the king!
The king and his return from the crusade!
After the meal is over and the toasts have been drunk, Robin Hood remembers that he has a prisoner.
I am reminded, we have a prisoner, one who attacks women when no one is around. Little John, bring him forth.
Richard, King Richard, my brother, come back to punish me. Untie him. Now go swiftly and sin no more.
Pardon, my liege.
Stand up, my friends. Stand up again. I freely pardon you and all who are here. I have heard of you throughout England as a friend to the poor. I also know that you and Lady Marian have agreed not to get married until I, the king, have come back to give her to you. Is this true?
It is, my liege.
Then here and now I give her to you.
So Robin Hood and Maid Marian were married in Sherwood Forest, with King Richard to give the bride away. Then they marched through Nottingham in triumph. As they came into Nottingham, the plowman left his plow in the field, the blacksmith left his iron on his anvil, and the aged and sick got up from their beds and hobbled to their doors to cheer for King Richard. King Richard and Robin Hood!
King Richard and Robin Hood! King Richard